Hello friends, and thank you as always for visiting the Legend Sports Universe YouTube channel, Legend Sports Universe, where legends play forever. Two of the best backs in the game collide here in this AFC Divisional Round playoff as the Cleveland Browns and Jim Brown visit the Tennessee Oilers and Earl Campbell. Brown led the league in rushing here in year one of the FSFL. Earl Campbell led the league in touchdowns. Now, they will collide here in Tennessee. George Blanda leading the Oilers onto the field. This should be a fascinating matchup. A pair of defenses that are very solid, a pair of offenses that will grind it out but have potential for explosiveness. This is going to be a fun one. The Brown and Campbell matchup, of course, is what everyone is looking to watch. But you've got some good quarterback stories here. George Blanda started off the year very well. Tennessee got out the gates quick. Blanda was then injured. Steve McNair filled in very admirably while Blanda was out, but Blanda has come back after injury, and the Oilers haven't missed a beat. Bill Nelson started as the backup for the Browns this year, but Bernie Kosar struggled early. Bill Nelson has come in. Nelson has been far from perfect. He's turned the ball over a bit, but the Browns have won with him. And at the end of the day, that's the bottom line. There you see Blanda, 16 touchdowns to 11 picks. So Blanda, again, only 390 passes. Remember, he missed several weeks. This Browns defense, a ball-hawking secondary. Frank Minnfield leads that. They can get after the quarterback with Myles Garrett. Play action here on Blanda on first down, and they're going deep right away. Deep shot here from Blanda down the field, incomplete. Charlie Hennigan on the deep ball, well covered. So the Oilers try to strike deep early, incomplete, 2nd and 10. Blanda stands in, fires to the right-hand side, that's complete. First down out across the 35, that's a 13-yard pickup. Drew Hill with the reception, out to the 38. Jerry Glanville coaches the Oilers. Marty Schottenheimer coaching the Browns here in year one of the Franchise Stars Football League. Blanda drops back to pass, third straight pass. That one is incomplete over the middle. Broken up. Pair of Johnsons, Pepper Johnson and Mike Johnson, a very strong defensive tandem. Pepper Johnson led the league in tackles during the season. High snap, handoff. Derrick Henry gets the first carry for the Oilers. Henry, kind of a two-headed monster here with Campbell. Campbell gets the bulk of the carries, but Henry will get his time. He actually gets the first touch. Picks up 8, 3rd and 2, out to the 47. Two tight ends set here for the Oilers. There's Campbell. Campbell is stopped. Oh, a big stop there. Johnson comes up for the hit. Pepper Johnson. Campbell needed a couple. He only got one. Johnson goes right at the knees and takes Campbell down. Good job by Pepper Johnson. So Campbell is stopped. Oilers will punt here on their first possession. Angled towards the sideline, out of bounds. They'll call it the 19, and that's where the Browns will take over. This is Bill Nelson's offense, although most would say it's Jim Brown's offense. Nelson, 27 touchdowns, went over the 3,000-yard mark. Did throw 20 picks. Again, if you're new to the FSFL, sacks and interceptions for the first 4 weeks of the season, 5 weeks of the season, were a bit high. I had to do a couple of tweaks there. They've been better since then. But you will see most quarterback INT numbers are probably 3 to 5 higher than what we would want to see them as and what I would expect we will see them as next season. Nelson's first pass incomplete, looks over the middle there, misses the target. So Nelson misses on his first two. Again, I create all the ratings myself for all the players. I created everybody in here. It has gone very well, but there were tweaks necessary. Pressure from the backside. Ball comes out. Nelson scrambles. He picks it back up. Keith Bullock gets through for the sack. And that was almost just a disaster for the Browns. Bullock around the weak side. That ball didn't really come loose until Nelson hit the ground, but he certainly looked like he had lost his grip on it before then. Bullock with the sack. And the Browns, they do maintain possession, but they will have to punt. Fair catch from Billy White Shoes Johnson at midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. So both teams punt on their first possessions. Now the Oilers will get great field position here for their second. Henry and Campbell in the backfield here for the Oilers. Play action, Blanda drops back. Fires, slings one over, that's complete. Charlie Hennigan down to the 36. First down for the Oilers. 13-yard pickup there. Handoff, it's Henry. Henry to the outside. First down and more. Down inside the 20. Derrick Henry down to the 18-yard line. Good run there for Henry. He got to the outside and had some open space. Play action. It's another fake to Campbell. Now Blanda's going to swing it to Campbell out in the flat. He'll pick up a couple. They'll call it 3. 2nd and 7. That play probably a little bit too deliberate. That took a little while to develop. 2nd and 7 from the 15. Handoff. There's Campbell up the middle. Picks up 3, maybe 4. They'll spot it at the 11. 3rd and 4 coming up. Pepper Johnson again. Campbell and Henry once again both in the backfield for the Oilers. Blanda drops. Out in the flat again. Again, it's Campbell. And again, the Browns are able to stop him. It took 2 men to do it that time. But they stopped Campbell just shy of the marker. 4th and inches, and Glanville is going to go for it. 4th and inches for the Oilers from the 8. They're going to throw it. Henry picks up the blitz. Blanda stands in there looking. Hoping somebody opens up. Over the middle. End zone. Touchdown, Oilers. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, gets open. Great protection from the Oilers line. And the Oilers strike first. They go for it on 4th and short. It pays off. And the Oilers are on the board with a lead here in the AFC divisional round. It's 6-0. Well done there. Rob Baronis will come on for the extra point. Kick is up and good. 6 plays, 49 yards, and 3:14 for the Oilers. 7-0 as the Browns look for their second possession. Kick well into the end zone. That's a fair catch. Eric Metcalf won't try to bring that one out. 1st and 10. 3 backs in the backfield here for the Browns. It's a play action though. Nelson looks. Right-hand side incomplete. Nelson is 0 for 3. He's missed his first 3 attempts. 2nd and 10. Hand off Jim Brown. And Brown is gobbled up. Picks up 2. It'll be 3rd and 8. Nelson goes to the shotgun. Pruitt checks in for the Browns. Drops back. Looks. Nelson towards the sideline. Well out of bounds again. So Bill Nelson has missed on his first 4. 4th down coming up. So the Browns have got nothing going so far. They do lean towards the throw, even with Jim Brown, slightly. It's largely 50-50. In Marty Schottenheimer's offense, they do lean a little bit towards the pass. But they've only carried the ball once on those first 2 drives, perhaps trying to see if they can, trying to keep the Oilers from defending just against Brown. But regardless, I think that's what the Oilers are going to do here. Try to contain Brown as best you can, and if Nelson beats you, you'll deal with it at the end of the game. Incomplete there. Blanda slings one errantly. It's 2nd and 10. Oilers from their 41. Blanda swings this one out into the flat. That's Hoyle Granger. Granger out near the 45. Pick up a 4. It's 3rd and 6. Blanda, pressure up the middle. Blanda tries to throw to get rid of it. He avoids the sack. Takes a shot, though, from Brown. Down he goes, and the Oilers will have to punt. There you see, earlier on the channel, the Bills, in a thriller in Oakland, took down the number 2 Raiders 36-33. So far, the best game of the playoffs. Playoffs have had a few good ones so far. But that one, certainly the best game we have seen. Back and forth matchup. Bills led that one 14-3. The Raiders stormed back, took the lead. The Bills regained the lead late. There's Brown. Picks up 3, 2nd and 7. And off again, Brown. Sauce the backfield, goes to cut outside, doesn't like what he sees there, and he ends up getting blown up. So the Oilers, so far in the early going, containing Brown. 3rd and 9 from the 21. Pressure coming on Nelson. Nelson is hit. The ball comes loose. He was going to throw it. They're going to call it a sack, though. Javon Curse with the sack, so the 2nd sack for the Oilers. This Browns offensive line has given up a good number of sacks during the season. Bill Nelson has taken his shots. And they will punt from their end zone once more. So the Oilers will get field position. Terrific field position again. Johnson's going to try to return this one. Tries to get to the outside. Good coverage by Cleveland. 4 yards on the return. Oilers will start out from the Cleveland 44. Blanda and Earl Campbell having a little chat before taking the field once more. On the NFC side, the 49ers took down the Saints 38-10 in San Francisco, a game that was much closer than that score indicates. That game was 10-7 at the end of 3 as the Browns hammer Campbell in the backfield. Loss of 2. Back to the 46. Mike Johnson on the stop for Cleveland. Play action. Blanda rolls right. Throws complete. Down inside the 40. Down to the 36. Blanda to Smith. And it'll be 3rd and 2. 3 tight ends set here for the Oilers. Campbell, the lone setback. He gets the handoff. Campbell, first down inside the 30. Campbell showing a little nimbleness there. Didn't just put the shoulder down to truck somebody. Sidesteps a tackle, gets down to the 30. Chains move for the Oilers. Blanda, play action to Henry. Looks over the middle, complete. Down inside the 15. That's Drew Hill once again. Blanda now 8 of 12 here in this opening quarter. That's the 2nd catch for Hill. So the Oilers moving it well here. This Oilers just a very well-balanced team. I formation, Henry and Campbell. Play action, Blanda keeps it. Stands back in the pocket, swings it out in the flat. There's Henry near the sideline, holding on in the open field there along the sideline for the tackle to bring him down. 2nd and 5. Right on the stop for Cleveland. Campbell the lone setback here. Earl Campbell up the middle, takes a shot, nothing doing. Loses a yard. 5 carries, 9 yards so far for Earl Campbell. Campbell checks out here on 3rd and 6. Henry the lone setback next to Blanda. 30 seconds left in the opening quarter. Blanda stands in, fires back of the end zone, incomplete. He had Hill. Hill laid out but couldn't come up with it. Incomplete. Hill frustrated. But the Oilers will settle for a 3 here. Rob Baronis, a 25-yarder. This should be a chip shot for Baronis. It is up, and it is good. So 10-0 Oilers. Titans if you prefer, but I do like calling them the Oilers. That's the bulk of where the guys come from. Actually, especially on the defense, these guys are a lot of old guard guys for the Oilers. That's back when they were the Texans. Those were some great defenses back in the 60s into the early 70s. So Bill Nelson getting some last words from Marty Schottenheimer. 10-0 Oilers, 20 seconds left here in the first. Browns need to get something going. Nelson dumps it off over the middle. Little drag underneath route. Nelson, his first completion of the game. Just 3 yards to Paul Warfield. Warfield, of course, had a huge game in the wild card game against the Chiefs. So that'll bring the first quarter to a close. 10-0 Oilers. Browns, negative yardage in that first quarter. They'll look to change that as we get the second quarter underway here. Teams flip sides. Little wide receiver screen. That's Jarvis Landry. But the Oilers all over. Leashing there for another couple. 3rd and 4 from the 29. Nelson goes into the shotgun for Coach Marty Schottenheimer. Stands in. Pass. Near side well off the mark. Incomplete. And the Browns will punt again. Schottenheimer may be kind of outthinking himself here. 3 runs, 7 passes. It's fine that you wanted to try to establish the pass game early to set things up for Brown. But I'm not sure Jim Brown needs the help. Just give him the ball. Punt there. Taken by Johnson, who calls the fair catch. Oilers take over from their 27. Campbell. Good penetration. Paul Wiggin gets through. It's a loss of 2. 2nd and 12. Landa fires right-hand side, incomplete. So that'll bring up 3rd and 12. Landa in the gun, quick slant complete. Charlie Hennigan first down, out across the 40. Stopped at the 44, but a 3rd down conversion there for the Oilers. Charlie Hennigan's second catch of the game. Landa hits him over the middle. And it's a 1st down for Tennessee. First and 10. Landa. Step slings to the left, complete. 1st down. Inside the 45, Hennigan takes a shot but holds on. Landa 11 for 17. Oilers have had the ball for most of this game to this point. 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. Landa fires. Complete. Drew Hill. Down to the 25 to the 24. Third catch of the game for Hill. Minnfield brings him down. Oilers looking very, very sharp. Slant there, tipped away. Incomplete. Scott gets a hand on. Landa drops. Looks over the middle, incomplete. Third and 10 from the 24. Landa, pressure from the weak side, and down he goes. Jackson gets him for the sack. First sack for the Browns. Brings them down, 4th and 15. And that'll bring on the field goal unit. Rob Baronis from 47. McNair with the hole. Baronis' kick. It is up, sails a bit right, but slips inside the upright. And it's good. So Barones puts it through 13-0. Oilers have dominated here in the early going. Kickoff return out to the 20. So Bill Nelson and the Browns. Got to see if Marty Schottenheimer going to change things up a bit here. Again, they just haven't had the ball that much. That's also certainly hurt things. But you got to let Brown try to get himself started, although so far the Oilers have stuffed him. 4 carries, 4 yards for Jim Brown. Ray Childress on the stop there at 2nd and 9. Play action. Nelson stands in, looks, right-hand side, he's got a man, complete. That's Warfield. Out to midfield, first down. Biggest play of the game so far for Cleveland. Good job there by Warfield to get open. Plenty of space there. Nelson hits the mark. And there's a false start. And that's going to set him back 5. So false start there on the Browns. That'll push it back. 1st and 15. Handoff. Brown to the outside. Shakes the tackler. Another one stops, and it's going to take more than that to stop Jim Brown to the outside. George Webster on the tackle. Gets some help from Bubba McDowell. 2nd and 9. Pickup of 6 for Brown. Nelson stands in. Looks, right-hand side. Pass complete. Close to the marker. He gets it. Hooker with the catch. Picks up 9. Marcus Robertson on the stop, but the chains move again for Cleveland. 1st and 10. There's Brown. Brown stutters, tries to shake a tackle, gets held up though at the line. That's a good tackle there, and Joel Bitonio looks like he's dinged up, and the Browns cannot afford that. Bitonio, a key cog on this offensive line, but he is going down the tunnel to be checked out. Not good news for the Browns. 2nd and 8, play action. Nelson stands in, deep down the right-hand side, end zone, batted away. Going for it all there. Tipped away in the end zone, 3rd and 8. Nelson drops back again. Pressure coming, he fires. Now it's to the left side, along the sideline, complete. Warfield gets open again. 1st down, down to the 12. 3rd catch of the game for Warfield. First and 10 from the 12. 7:30 left in the half. Nelson drops. Looks, dumps it off over the middle. Complete. Jim Brown shakes off a tackler, gets down to the 6. 2nd and 5. Nelson started off 0 for 4. He's 6 of 8 since. 2nd and 5. Handoff. Up the middle. Greg Pruitt. His first carry of the game. Pruitt moves the pile. That's a Jim Brown specialty, but Pruitt keeps the legs churning down to the 3, 3rd and 1. Handoff, Brown, up the middle, touchdown, Jim Brown, and the Browns are on the board. Jim Brown runs it in from 1 yard out. And we got a game here in Tennessee. Matt Barr's extra point is up and good. 10 plays, 84 yards, and 4:31. A terrific drive there from the Browns, and they needed that. Kickoff brought out to the 27. First and 10 from the 27. Play action. Blanda fires over the middle. Complete. Out across the 45. And the Browns have had guys getting dinged up left, right, and sideways. That's Myles Garrett. And now Garrett is heading to the tunnel too. So the Browns having a bit of an issue here, maintaining health. They've already lost Joe Batonio. We're not sure what that situation is. But now Myles Garrett checking out as well. Browns cannot afford that. Pass there, incomplete. Oilers throwing it a lot. Again, they have had the ball plenty. But 22 passes to 8 runs here. Not the way the Oilers usually carry it out. Blanda's going to throw again. Swings it to the outside. It's caught. Shakes him off. First down. Inside the 40. Aaron Kinney with the catch. Lumbering himself forward down in the Cleveland 35. Slant left, caught at the 30. 5-yard pickup there. Charlie Hennigan, 5th catch of the half for Hennigan. Delay, play action. Blanda again throwing, dumps it off Campbell out of the backfield. First down over the middle. Earl Campbell down to the 15. So the Oilers playing a bit against script so far. Offensively, that's the 3rd catch for Earl Campbell. Blanda again, another short pass complete. Down inside the 10 to the 8. So the Oilers just trying to pick the Browns apart here. Nice drive coming here after the Browns had a terrific drive to get on the board. Shotgun. Another quick out, incomplete. Quick hits in their run and shoot. Handoff Henry. Henry gets up the middle. He's grabbed though, brought down. Good stop there. Stops him short. 4th and 1 from the 7. How are the Oilers going to play this? Does Glanville take the risk? And he is. Going for it on 4th and 1. It paid off earlier. Handoff. Campbell. The Browns stop Earl Campbell on 4th and 1. Huge defensive stand there by the Browns. Earl Campbell gets gang tackled for the loss. And the Oilers come out of it with nothing. Giving the ball to Campbell there is the right play. I would have been more inclined to run him up the middle than trying to get him off tackle there. So now the Browns, after the stop, can they get another offensive drive going? 2:31, both teams have all their timeouts. Jim Brown to the outside. Out to the 14, 8 carries for 20 yards so far for Brown and a score. Both he and Campbell have been contained to this point. 13-7 Oilers as we hit the 2-minute warning. Nelson stands in, looks, deep ball here from Nelson. He airs it out, down the left side, batted away. Incomplete, broken up. Johnston on the coverage, it's 3rd and 5. Shotgun. Nelson stands in, looks near side, complete near the marker, steps out for a first down. Nicely done, that's Kevin Johnson. Johnson's first catch of the game, picks up 7 and stops the clock and moves the chains. Nelson in the gun, 4 wide, Brown to his right. Stands in again, looks right-hand side, complete. That's Jarvis Landry out across the 30, another first down. No huddle offense here for the Browns. First and 10. Nelson back to pass again. Looks over the middle. Can't be held on to by Landry. He took a shot, but he had dropped it before that. Second and 10 coming up for Cleveland. Nelson drops. Pressure from the outside. Nelson hit as he throws. Incomplete. So now it's third and 10. Nelson. Pressure. Pocket collapsing. Nelson rolls, and Nelson's going to be brought down. Third sack for the Oilers. Oilers take the timeout. So now the Browns will punt. The Oilers should get fairly good field position here. Johnson on the return. Out across the 40, out across the 45. Out to midfield, and that's where the Oilers will take over. Minute and 4 left on the clock here in the half. 13-7 Oilers. The Oilers on a 4th and 1 inside Cleveland's 10 on the last drive were stopped. Landa slings this one complete. Again, Glanville has the Oilers throwing the ball a heavy amount in this game. Again, the Oilers have had the ball for most of the first half as well. But they have not leaned on the run as much as was expected. So far, they're having success throwing it, though. Another timeout, another completion down to the 21. 13-7 as the Oilers take another timeout. They have one remaining. Henry and Campbell in the backfield. Pass there incomplete. There's a flag on the play. It's a personal foul. Roughing the passer is the call. So Pepper Johnson gets called for roughing the passer. That puts the Oilers down to the Browns' 10. Pass out of the backfield. Henry can't hold on. It's 2nd and 10. Quick hits, quick slants all day here from the Oilers. 2nd and 10. Pass intended for Hill in the end zone, underthrown. 3rd and 10. .22 seconds remain in the half. Floater, corner, incomplete. That looked like there was a miscommunication there. Nobody in the area. 4th and 10 coming up from the 10, and Brownis is going to come on for a 27-yard field goal to try to make it a 2-score game heading into the tunnel. Kick is up and good. So the Oilers certainly would have liked better than that, but they will take getting it to 2 scores. 16-7 Oilers. 16 seconds left in the first half. Taken at the 4. Out across the 20. To the 21. Eric Metcalf on the return. Handoff Brown up the middle. He gets stuffed. 9 carries, 21 yards for Jim Brown on the day. And they're going to let the clock run out and head into the tunnel. Good one going here in Nashville. 16-7. Oilers over the Browns. Winner goes on to the AFC Championship game against the Buffalo Bills. Bills taking down the Raiders 36-33 in Oakland, as seen here on the channel. The Bills, the first lower seed to beat a higher seed in the postseason. The Browns will look to become the second, but they've got some work to do. And again, the Browns, they lost Myles Garrett during that half. They also lost Joel Bitonio. Not sure if either of them are returning. The Browns will return the kickoff, though, to start the second half. Theoretically, as Metcalf downs it in the end zone. So the Browns will start from the 25. Now with a 2-score game, I wonder if Glanville was going to start to run the ball more. The pass has certainly been effective for the Oilers. But for now, we'll deal with the Browns. Nelson complete to Jim Brown out of the backfield. Pickup of 6. Nelson now 9 of 18. Second and 4 from the 31. Handoff. That's Pruitt. Pruitt, first down. Out to the 40. Second carry of the game for Pruitt. Good for the first down. He and Bubba McDowell have some words at the end of that play. Nelson drops. Looks. Right-hand side. Broken up. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. Johnson in motion. Pressure coming up the middle, and down goes Nelson. Ray Childress with the sack. The middle opens up. 4th sack for the Oilers. And again, Cleveland, especially having lost Batonio, this offensive line is not great to begin with, and now they lost arguably their best lineman. Nelson has taken a bunch of sacks during the season, and the Oilers putting pressure on him here today. So that'll knock him back to 3rd and 21. Nelson looks. Rolls to the left. Pressure coming. Nelson hit as he throws. He's going to throw this one away. Incomplete. So the Oilers defense comes out in the second half ready to go. Browns can't get anything going. 4th and 21. The punting unit comes on. Johnson from the 28. Barely gets out across the 30. Good coverage there by Cleveland against the dangerous Billy Johnson. So now we'll see how the Oilers play this. Again, they're up 9. It's a 2-score game. Heavy passing so far from the Oilers. We've seen them do this in a couple of other games this season. Both generally speaking, they're about 50-50 run and pass. Handoff Campbell up the middle. Picks up 3. Campbell, 8 carries, 8 yards on the day. The Browns have certainly done a good job against Campbell and Henry, the few carries that he's gotten when they've had an opportunity. Pass to the left, incomplete, 3rd and 7. Henry's only carried a couple of times. Henry's in the backfield here. 3rd and 7 for the Oilers. Slings it to the left, intercepted! Cleveland with the interception! And the Browns with Scott on the interception will get terrific field position. They'll start from the Tennessee 39. Clarence Scott picks off George Blanda. Pass ended up a bit behind Drew Hill. And Scott there to retrieve it. So now the Browns take over in Oilers territory. First turnover of the game. High formation behind Nelson. Leroy Hoare to the fullback. Jim Brown gets the ball. Brown cuts it back. First down and more. Jim Brown up the middle. Jim Brown into the house. 39 yards. Jim Brown for the touchdown. And the Browns are going to bring this one back to a 1-score game. Jim Brown cuts it back in the backfield, shoots through the hole, and at that point, that was it. One little move, and that's all it took. Jim Brown off to the races, 39 yards for the Browns. .11:46 left in the third. Matt Barr comes on for the extra point. The kick is up and good. We've got a 2-point game. 16-14 Oilers. One play, 39 yards. Can't really call that a drive. Kickoff, here's Billy Johnson. Johnson out across the 20. He gets planted on the return. Out to the 23. So Blanda will try to shake off the interception there. Again, they've thrown it a lot. We'll see if that changes after the pick. Here's Derrick Henry. Henry gets off tackle, fights his way out across the 25 to the 29. Bob Talamini needs a little assistance. Keeps his helmet with him. He's going to the bench. Got to think the Talamini will return. Campbell and Henry in the backfield. 2nd and 5. Play action. Quick little wide receiver screen. Drew Hill fights his way past the marker for the first down. And if you're the Oilers, we have talked about Henry and Campbell as the two-headed monster all year. Gone a bit away from that here. Henry tries to get to the outside. Good penetration there. Pepper Johnson brings him down. Gets to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It'll be 2nd and 10. Pass there, complete. First down, Oilers. Down inside the Cleveland 40. Ball's loose. Ball's loose. Browns have it. If that fumble counts, it's Cleveland football in the Oilers' territory. Minnfield scoops it up. Jonnu Smith loses it. I think they're going to say he's down. The ball popped out. It ping-ponged around. Minnfield scooped it up. I expect we're going to see a booth review here. Smith went down kind of awkwardly, and we are going to see the review. I think the knee went down before Smith lost it. And it seems pretty clear there. See if he's lost grip on the ball. He's down. Looks like he still had it. So the Oilers catch a break. 1st and 10 from the Cleveland 39. Delay handoff. Campbell. Campbell shakes through a couple of tackles. Barrels over Minnfield. Drags him down inside the 30 to the 29. Natrez Patrick went down holding his knee there. The Browns have had a bunch of guys get dinged up in this game. 2nd and inches there. Campbell with the 9-yard pickup. Play action again. Landa steps up. Now he slings it to Campbell out of the backfield but misses the mark. 3rd and inches. High formation. Henry and Campbell behind Blanda here. And they're going to throw on the 3rd and short. It's a short pass there, and it's incomplete. Glanville getting a bit too cute, I feel like, here. 4th and inches. Baronis will come on for the field goal. It's a 46-yard attempt. Baronis' kick is up and good. So the Oilers get 3. But definitely question some of the play calling in this one from Jerry Glanville. 19-14 Oilers. Kick taken at the 1. Again, a lot of people seem to perceive the run and shoot like it was a heavy pass offense. It was really just kind of a quick, lots of motion, lots of movement offense. If you look at those Oilers teams, they were fairly balanced in their run-pass distribution. So this isn't just a function of, the run and shoot being heavy pass. 2nd and 8, handoff. Brown tries to get outside. He's stopped. 12 carries, 62 yards, and a pair of scores for Jim Brown on the day. George Webster on the stop. One thing that definitely is true with Madden is the AI goes away from a failing running game far more quickly than it will go away from a passing game that isn't working. That much is true. So that Campbell struggled earlier. Kind of got the game to go a little bit more into pass mode. Pass complete there to Warfield for the Browns. 1st and 10. Out to the 39. Handoff to the outside. Brown gobbled up again. Loss of a yard. Webster stops him again, 2nd and 11. Shotgun Nelson, pressure up the middle, down he goes. George Webster, after a pair of stops on Jim Brown, now goes after Bill Nelson, gets him. That's the 5th sack of the day for this Oilers defense. 3rd and 19 for Cleveland. The Browns have gotten to Blando once. Deep shot down the left-hand side. That's going to go wide, out of bounds. Nelson looking for Paul Warfield. Can't hit him. Incomplete. And the Browns will punt. 19-14 Oilers. Fair catch called by Johnson at the 31. 6:12 left in the third, 19-14. Tennessee over Cleveland. First down. Blanda. Out of the backfield, incomplete. 21 of 40 for 240. A touchdown and a pick for George Blanda. 2 tight end set, handoff Derrick Henry. Henry to the outside. Shakes one tackler, but is brought down. Gets a couple to the 33. It's 3rd and 8. Well, Jackson back in the game. He went down awkwardly earlier on. Pass there. Intended for Hennigan, incomplete. So the Oilers go 3 and out. 5:26 left in the third. 19-14. Metcalf from the 16 out to the 24. So Nelson and the Browns will take over. Nelson in the shotgun. Stands in. Looks. Warfield out across the 30. Short little slant there. Good for 8. Nelson 11 of 23 for 120. 5th catch of the game for Paul Warfield. Second and 2. Pass there, shy of the marker, and a great open field tackle. Marcus Robertson stops Kevin Johnson shy of the marker. 3rd and 1. Landry in motion. Handoff, Brown up the middle. First down, Jim Brown. And now Paul Warfield away from the play. Warfield is hobbled. He goes to the bench. He's not going down the tunnel, but Paul Warfield a little bit shaken up on that one. 1st and 10 for the Browns. Handoff, Brown. Big gain here in the Oilers territory across midfield to the 49. 15 carries, 79 yards for Jim Brown. Bubba McDowell. Little pushing after the play. I'm not sure. You want to make Jim Brown angry. 1st and 10. Delayed handoff. It's Brown again. Brought down from behind. Good tackle there. I believe that was Javon Curse, and it was. Stops him at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Handoff Greg Pruitt. Childress knifes through and stops Pruitt. Loss of a yard. 3rd and 11. 3rd carry of the game for Pruitt. Inside 2 minutes left in quarter number 3. Dropping back, Nelson rolls to the left. Pass, incomplete. So 4th and 11 for the Browns, who will have to punt, try to pin the Oilers deep. 1:47 left in the third. Angle towards the sideline, bounces inside the 10, out of bounds. They'll call it the 7. So a good punt there from Gossett. Now, The Oilers will start in the shadow of their own end zone. Landa goes to throw, slings it to the left side, incomplete. Beating this drum a lot, but the Oilers not running the ball anywhere as near enough in this game. Landa dumps it off. That's complete. It's short for 3. Smith, I think that's Aaron Kinney on that reception. What a second catch of the game for Kinney. 3rd and 7. Landa stands in, looks, right side, tipped, and picked off. Frank Minnfield catches the deflection. Intercepted Frank Minnfield. And the Browns will take over from the Oilers 17. High pass there. So apologies, I know there was just a little bit of a hiccup there in the broadcast. Jarvis Landry here on the score on the drag route gets in for the Browns, who have taken the lead here in Nashville. 20-19 Cleveland. They'll go for 2 to try to make it a 3-point game. Nelson drops, looks, slant, incomplete. So it'll stay a 1-point game here in Nashville, but the Browns have taken the lead 20-19, 14:55. Remaining, the interception from Blanda. Frank Minnfield catching the deflection, setting up the Jarvis Landry touchdown reception. Kickoff taken by Billy Johnson at the 6, out across the 20, out across the 25. Oilers will start. So now, that pass-heavy offense for the Oilers here in this one really has kind of come back to shoot them in the foot. A pair of picks. Man in motion. Handoff, Earl Campbell. Campbell, up the middle. Again, Campbell's largely been stifled. 10 carries, 22 yards. Browns have done a great job. But you have to keep letting Campbell go. And use Henry as well. Henry's had a bit more luck on the ground. Handoff. That's Hoyle Granger. Granger slips a tackle. Fights his way for the first down. Nice run there from Hoyle Granger. Pickup of 6. Clarence Scott on the stop, but Granger gets the first down. Sticks move out to the 36-yard line. Man in motion. Landa drops. Short slant complete. Hennigan out to the 44. Pickup of 8. 6 catches, 79 yards on the day for Charlie Hennigan. Landa, play action. Stands in, looks, over the middle, incomplete. 3rd and 2. Derrick Henry, the deep back here. Granger is set up in the fullback position to this point. Handoff Henry. Henry gets met by Johnson, steps through the tackle. Good second effort by Derrick Henry, first down. 7 carries for 38 yards for Derrick Henry. Pepper Johnson hit him before the marker, but Henry wouldn't go down, steps through the tackle, and moves the sticks out to the 46. 1st and 10, Hennigan in motion. Landa, another short drop, slings that one. Hennigan out near midfield. Pickup of 5, 2nd and 5. Eric Turner on the stop there. 2 tight end set. Another short drop from Blanda. Another short slant. There's Hennigan down inside the 35. Down to the 31. 48 passes on the day for Blanda. If the Oilers lose this game, that will be debated. Jerry Glanville perhaps trying to get a little bit to go against the green and outsmart the Browns. He may have outsmarted himself in this one. Landa stands, looks over the middle, complete down inside the 10, down inside the 5 to Smith. 1st and goal from the 1. Landa hits Smith over the middle. Little flanker post there. Smith gets down inside the 5, and the Oilers are banging on the door as the crowd in Nashville comes alive. Henry, the deep back. Campbell not in at the moment. First and goal. Landa again. Slant. Touchdown Oilers. Drew Hill with the touchdown reception, and the Oilers are back in front. Landa to Hill for the score. Hill looked like he bobbled it a little bit, but he holds on. 9:58 remaining. Oilers retake the lead. They'll go for the 2-point conversion here to try to make it a 7-point game. Shotgun. Landa. Looks. Steps, swings it out into the flat. Complete. Hill comes back for it. There's a flag on the play. And it's going to be against the Oilers. So the 2-point conversion fails. 5-point game, 9:58 left. 25-20. Oilers on top of the Browns. A good one going here in Nashville. Kick from Baronis way into the end zone. Eric Metcalf will down that one, and the Browns will start from the 25. Handoff. Brown picks up 3 out to the 28. 19 carries, 88 yards on the day for Jim Brown. Second and 7 is Brown again. Brown tries to get to the outside. He's brought down from behind. Good tackle there. Randall Godfrey with the stop. It's 3rd and 8. Nelson drops back. Stands in. Pressure coming. Nelson backpedals. He's brought down again. Down goes Nelson. Big loss back at the 9, and the Browns are going to have to punt. And what that sack also means is the Oilers are going to get very good field position here with the ability to try to make this a 2-point game. Johnson from the 47 back in the Cleveland territory. Short return. He only gets to the 48. But the Oilers will take over with the ball in Cleveland territory. There's Charlie Hennigan, 8 catches for 102 yards on the day. Two tight end set here for the Oilers. There's Earl Campbell. Campbell tries to get to the outside. He's gobbled up. 11 carries for 22 yards. Again, that has certainly played a role in the pass-heavy game for the Oilers. Campbell has not been able to get on track. The Browns have done a great job. Still think you've got to keep feeding Earl Campbell. Landa stands, fires, right-hand side, incomplete, broken up, 3rd and 10. Derrick Henry, the lone setback here. Landa fires, incomplete. Punting unit will come on. Fourth and 10 from the Browns 47. 7:05 remaining. Punt here, angled towards the sideline, out of bounds at the 7. Nicely done by Brett Kern. So the Browns will take over in the shadow of the end zone from their 7-yard line. 7 minutes even left on the clock. 3 backs for the Browns at the moment. And in motion. Handoff, Jim Brown. Brown tries to cut it back. Oilers bring him down at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10. Randall Godfrey on the stop. Handoff, Brown up the middle. Big hole. First down, Jim Brown. Out across the 15, out across the 17 to the 18. 1st and 10, chains move. Glick on the stop for the Oilers. Pair of receivers up wide, 2 tight ends set for the Browns. Play action. Deep ball. Nelson airs it out. Down the left-hand side. Good coverage. Incomplete. Johnston in lockstep there with Paul Warfield. 2nd and 10 coming up. Delayed handoff. Brown up the middle. Jukes one defender. Gets out across the 25 to the 26. That puts Brown over the 100-yard mark on the day. 3rd and 3 for Cleveland. And there's movement there. Oilers pointing. They say the Browns moved. And they did. Huge penalty potentially there for Cleveland. Ozzie Newsome gets whistled for moving. 3rd and 8 from the 21. Nelson drops back. Fires near the sideline. Complete. 1st down, Browns. Jarvis Landry gets open along the sideline. 4th catch of the game for Landry, out to the 40. Nelson fires a dart in there to Landry. 4:51 remaining. 1st and 10. I formation loaded to the low side here for the Browns. Handoff to Jim Brown. Brown shakes a tackle, shakes another one. Jim Brown off to the races, down inside the 30, inside the 20-yard line, down to the 18. Big run for Jim Brown. Dan Fike checks out another Browns lineman. Needs a spell here. But not before Jim Brown carries Cleveland. Down to the 18. Greg Pruitt comes in for Brown, takes the carry, picks up a yard. 4th carry of the game for Pruitt. 2nd and 9 for Cleveland as we come up on 4 minutes. It's Pruitt again. Pruitt fights through a tackle down inside the 15. You get a little worried about Greg Pruitt there because Greg Pruitt does have some problems holding on to the ball on occasion. 3rd and 6 from the 14. Handoff up the middle. Metcalf takes it. So that is a questionable call there from Marty Schottenheimer. They go to Metcalf there, who's more of a kind of a scat back, receiver back. They saw something that they liked to try to run it on the draw there, but the Oilers stopped them. And now the Browns are going to go for it on 4th and 4. And there's movement again. And that's going to be on the Browns again. Another false start call. So now the Browns are going to settle for a field goal. 33-yard kick from Matt Barr. The kick is up and good. That 3rd down play call, a questionable one to say the least from Marty Schottenheimer. It's a 2-point game, 25-23 Oilers. Kickoff, Billy Johnson with the return, out across the 20 to the 24. I'm also not sure if Jim Brown possibly got a bit dinged up. Not seeing Brown on any of those 3 carries was certainly surprising. Handoff, Earl Campbell hesitates, goes up the middle, picks up 4. 12 carries, 26 yards so far for Earl Campbell. The Browns have done a tremendous job on Campbell today. Both teams have all 3 timeouts left. Oilers and let it go down to the 2-minute warning. So now a ton of pressure on this Browns defense. That 2nd false start penalty really huge for the Browns. 2nd and 6. Henry up the middle. 1st down. Derrick Henry out across the 40. Timeout Cleveland. Handoff. Campbell. The Browns gobble him up again. Another timeout for the Browns. The Browns cannot allow another 1st down or this game is over. Henry up the middle. He's gobbled up. The Browns have used their last timeout. 3rd and 10 from the 42. Landa will drop back to pass. Hennigan has it past the marker. 1st down Oilers. Down to the 47, and that is pretty much going to put the wraps on this one. Charlie Hennigan into Cleveland territory. And the Oilers are going to assume the victory formation and get out of here alive. They will survive against the Browns. Landa takes a knee. The clock continues to tick away. And a terrific season for the Cleveland Browns is going to come to an end here in Nashville. Landa takes the knee again. He'll come up to the line on third down. The mere formality of it here. This one comes to a close. Well, you could certainly criticize a couple of things from both coaches. The overall game plan by the Oilers, even though they came out of here with a victory, it felt like they could have done this better. But that Marty Schottenheimer decision there, late, third down and 6, they go for a run up the middle with Metcalf, trying to catch the Oilers off guard. And again, if you're playing for 2 downs there to get 6 yards, that's all well and good. But either you have to have Jim Brown in the game, or you run Metcalf to the outside, or you take 2 pass plays. Because then what happens is you end up with that flag, pushes them back 5 yards, and now you're not in a spot where you can go for it anymore. You settle for 3 with no guarantee you're going to get the ball back. And that's exactly what happened. 25-23, the Oilers advance to the AFC Championship Game, where they will host the Buffalo Bills. A terrific game here in Nashville. Certainly plenty of things up for debate. The Oilers' pass rush was certainly a big component of this one. 80 yards on the ground for the Oilers, 147. Jim Brown ended up with a very fine day. The Oilers, so now we had in the 2 AFC divisional round playoff games, we had the Bills survive 4 turnovers. They were a -3 in that game, but managed to defeat the Raiders anyway. And now the Oilers, a -2. 2 picks thrown by Blanda, survived the turnover deficiency there against the Browns. There you see the advantage in time of possession. That closed up a bit in the second half. George Blanda threw 53 passes in this game. 28 of 53 for 329, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Bill Nelson, 14 of 28 for 151 with a touchdown and a pick. Jim Brown, 24 carries, 148 yards on the season for the league's leading rusher. A pair of touchdowns as well. Earl Campbell, 13 for 26. Derrick Henry, 9 for 50. So again, you're kind of going two-headed monster there. They had 22, Brown had 24. But even so, it just felt like the Oilers should have tried to grind that out a bit more. Even if you're going away from Campbell, give Henry the ball a little bit more because he was more effective. The Browns did a terrific job on Earl Campbell today. Certainly have to give them their credit for that. Hennigan, 9 for 114. Paul Warfield, 5 for 79. On the receiving side of things, the Browns line took a beating. Mike Johnson, 15 tackles, also 4 tackles for a loss. Greg Bingham led the Oilers with 7 tackles on the day. Again, the Oilers got to Bill Nelson 6 times on the day. Bullock with a sack and a half. Childress, Curse, Webster. Oh, so was it 6? 2, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, 5 sacks, excuse me, for the Oilers, not 6. They had 5. Cleveland only had 1. DeQuell Jackson had that 1 sack. Interceptions, Clarence Scott and Frank Minnfield. And that will wrap things up from Nashville. 25-23, the Oilers in a thriller against the Browns. They move on to the AFC Championship Game. They will host the Buffalo Bills. Final game will be the next one on the channel. Minnesota visits Philadelphia. That game should be outstanding. Vikings and Eagles in what should be a chilly situation in Philadelphia. That should be a knockdown, drag-out, hard-hitting, grind-it-out playoff game for the right to face the 49ers in the NFC Championship game. Hope you will join me for that one. Appreciate you joining me today. Bang that like button if you haven't as of yet. Subscribe if you haven't as of yet. And most importantly, be good to each other. And we'll talk soon. The Oilers make it to the AFC Championship game, 25-23 over the Browns.